Alright, let's go.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
Things.
You're no match for me. A feeble shield protects nothing. Come, show me your strength.
Purple.
Purple stun. Spread. Fire save.
Light flame.
Fire lightning.
What?
That was just damage, I think. Something wasn't used, maybe?
I changed the timing of my filler. I was trying
was
something
fine
else
last time,
that
though.
worked last time. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
delayed
fine.
it as GCD later this time, but maybe I'll bring it back. So we get an extra proc off. Or I might just throw in an extra exit hole cover.
No, don't go, don't go. He needs a... Oh, he need... no, that's okay. It was just Arturia that was low, so I can fix that.
More feathering problem. Yay.
I think just now was actually because the bleed ticked on you the fastest, but the Lily Bell hit you the last, so you actually missed out on one heal application.
Oh yeah, the Lily Bell healed me after I got hit.
Yeah. They don't have the technology to make Lilybell heal everyone all at once.
Oh, Boba's in a different clan.
This is my original Inwalker glam. Just sitting in my glamour dresser.
It's weird
Glam.
not seeing you in Christmas glam.
Why is Ares not shirtless? What the fuck is wrong with
He
him?
hasn't been shirtless in ages now.
I disagree.
I'm only shirtless in tea.
Oh, apparently this circle is exactly 10 yards radius.
If I'm outside of this circle, I won't get hit by that.
Nope. Tier 3 is
Oh.
really small.
Do it again. I'm getting it's slightly bigger than the circle.
very slightly. I might not be centered, but
Oh yeah, I'm not getting hit here.
That's fascinating.
it's why I would sometimes use Medica 1 instead of Cure 3, even though it's missing 2
Does that mean that
abilities.
that big grey circle in the middle is also 10 yards?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
Spray.
You're no match for me. A feeble shield protects nothing. Come, show me your strength.
Ares
Here's
DC.
DC'd.
Yellow. Oh.
Second, everybody, while I try and track down what is using all my internet.
I just had a big prog.
I'm the only one fit to protect her. You're no match for me. A feeble shield protects nothing. Come, show me your strength.
Blue stack. Spread. Lightning save.
Light blade.
Fire lightning. Oh, Lily Bell didn't go off.
I'll bring up my fellow again so we can extra proc. I think it should still be okay.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
Thanks.
You're no match for me. A feeble shield protects nothing. Come, show me your strength.
Red stuff. Thanks. Lightning safe.
Light blade.
Fire lightning.
A feeble shield protects nothing. How about you? Only I can protect her.
Forwards, you would stoke the fires of conflict. Your blood shall freeze. Cleave.
Purple.
The light shall usher in peace. Sink into silence.
one.
Light consume you.
Using Babs.
Still you resist. Then we shall unleash the light within.
Let's
I won't let you. Ah! Green! She won't last much longer. Hold on, Reed! Power surges! Green, are you alright? I am, thanks to you, Gaia. Neutron. I am Logrith, servant of Zodiac. I shall restore the power of darkness to the star. Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Thoughts? Opinions?
Come to the darkness. Illumination. Oh, chaotic dark! Descend and quench light!
Blue right? Blue right.
Shadows fall!
don't die because you have to give us a lot.
Yep.
Push it. Mids very good. Die now. Ares. 1.
Her awakening is incomplete. Their memories weaken the link.
Behind. Let's just be like where I am here, so we can live over and melee still have
Resonance
more
must
time.
be expunged.
Go about a bit behind. Wait for wings.
Come to me, Hresalga.
Go. Now look at 1, light rampant spray.
Fire should be up
Mids.
soon. Guys up.
Dragon song.
We already crisscrossed. Just stay there.
Fading, path of light.
Someone needed to come
need
around.
one
this
more person on
side.
the other
Oh
side of
shit,
path of
that's
light.
me.
I think you were a bit too close there, Ares. You baited the protein
I
there.
need to look at that replay.
Oh, so it can spawn crisscross.
Where
So
are
I
you?
think it's like what Erie said with Yetis. So it's the hourglass solve essentially, which should make things simpler, I guess. Is it TPS and tanks again?
Oh, that's my bad.
What support?
Gaia was blocking north, so I thought there was only 2 people on the left side. I need to change my camera orientation for that.
Yeah. You just need to look at our side and see that there are 3 players there, and then just swap from there.
So if it's the chain spawn like that, then that just solves itself, right? Because
It can spawn in the opposite crisscross direction as well. So that was that direction, that iteration made it so that it's automatically solved for us. But if it solves the other way, we'll have to do a diagonal swap to make it right.
wait, so hang on, I'll just post what I'm seeing in P4 last second.
Do we have logs, by the way?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'll post it. So in this screenshot in P4 just now, so in this case, everyone needed to move clockwise, right? So that the people in the tower are not close to each other.
Yeah.
And but you are saying if, for example, you and Danny were connected instead, then
Oh, actually,
then we go.
I think it's fine. We just rotate anti-clockwise, then, right? It just solves itself still.
Yeah. So that's what I meant when I say I think if it spawns cross like that ever, then you just need to use your eyes and rotate
Yeah.
in the direction that makes
Yeah.
sense. I think.
So it sort of solves itself. Yeah. Okay, then we don't need to do any fancy crisscrossing.
Well, we do need the swap thing if it spawns in a square, though, right? Or like
Where? Yeah. But that one, I think we're quite familiar with it from Light's Rampant. If it does do a square. That's not too bad then. The damage wasn't that bad either.
Oh, okay. So I think actually, Azura, you weren't close in enough, and therefore it baited on someone it shouldn't have.
Oh no, I realized that I was wrong last second and tried to get out so I can rest people, but I forgot if tower people get hit, it's instant wipe.
Yep.
So here in this example just now, it should have been Airy northeast and me north southeast.
South. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you basically only need to look at your side. Okay, cool.
And then I guess if we're baiting the proteins, we actually need to be inside the hitbox, so melee aren't screwed.
Yes,
if
please.
they're-
Also,
just
by the
gonna
way,
off that.
I have Gaia selected here, but make sure you're selecting Rin because she does the Path of Light cast. Gaia is just AFK.
I think you can use the same circle we do for the water stack during Apocalypse. You could probably use the same circle as a guide.
Yeah, that little
it's still
circle
there.
in the middle.
So that
Um,
if you're a ranged person targeting Gaia, you can stand on that circle instead. I think it should be good.
Yeah, this circle right here, it's kind of hard to see. Why did Ares take auto attack just before Darklit? I had to heal Ares
Yeah,
last second.
because that's when Gaia spawns. Is the moment
Yeah.
Green teleports into middle.
I didn't notice that she had spawned, so I provoked her a little bit late. So I was just
Oh,
I'll
that's
keep an
okay.
eye out for
I
that
hope
and grab her.
she
Yeah,
waits like
they'll just come with
I hope
pulls.
Gaia waits like couple seconds. I hope they learned from top not to immediate auto attack.
so it looks
She
like
probably does. I provoked her pretty late, so
Gaia spawns as soon as the darklit cast starts, so you can use that as your
I can
reference.
just grab it then. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try again.
Anything else we need to adjust, or everything good?
Uh, yeah, Amit's okay there. Because I think I used Shake. Oh god, when did I use it? I think I used it for the last cast, the Memories End cast. But I don't feel like we took that much damage, so maybe I should hold it for
Darklit? Yeah, I think so.
Darklit.
I think use it for Darklit instead.
Yeah, okay. Because by then as well I can give it a little extra beef.
You used your rep
I used
for
Reprisal for the what was the thing? The Shockwave Pulsar or whatever it's called at the end? Just before P3 Enrage?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, so I used it there. And I try to kind of overlap it with the water stacks as well, just to kind of help that. And then I'll just hold Shake for Darklit.
What if we just fix it so that if it spawns crisscross, we just always go clockwise, even if it's the long way around, because we have 6 seconds, right? Makes it simpler.
When you say go clockwise, you're talking about the chains people as well?
Yeah.
Because I just went directly to the North Tower, because it was closest to me and it kind of looked like it was resolving that way.
Yeah.
Oh, are you saying
mean,
if it already starts in like if it starts in an hourglass? Are you saying, or
yeah, just go clockwise
okay,
anyway.
right.
Yeah.
Was that an hourglass or a bow tie?
That
That
time
one
it was bow tie.
was our.
If it
That
was
was
like
It was a bow tie.
halfway,
It was a bow
angle.
tie.
if you look at the
It was on angle, yeah.
screenshot, yeah, it could be either one, right? But
Yeah,
if
it
you
was
just
on an
look at
angle.
it, you can kind of see you just go clockwise to solve it.
So bow tie will be easy because you just go to whichever tower you're closest to, and then if it's hourglass, you just go clockwise.
Well,
right?
the reason I bring this up is because we could have a situation where it's like, for example, if it's in hourglass, and then if it's Beanie tethered and I'm tethered, we're both close to our tower, right?
Yeah, so you
and
need
we
to
might
rotate
mistakenly,
clockwise anyway.
yeah, we might mistakenly try to go towards our closest tower instead. If we just fix it, just always go clockwise. If it's like a crisscross, then we'll always be in the right position. We just go
Well,
clockwise
but
until
hang
we're
on.
with our
If we're
correct
already in
partner.
bow tie, then we shouldn't go clockwise because won't that cause us to not? Oh, I guess it doesn't
If we're in
matter.
bow tie already,
Yeah, I get what
then
you're
we don't
saying.
need to. Yeah, then
Oh,
I think
okay,
it's fine.
Okay, I was gonna say because yeah, that's just extra movement for no reason.
How did E8S do the bow tie solve?
It was tank, healer, and then the 4 DPS on the bottom.
So they did kind of just like support.
And
Because
then
we can also notice that there are 2 DPS and 2 supports.
Yeah.
that have
more
changed
specifically, it's
this time.
actually been 1 tank, 1 healer, all 3 times so far.
But I don't want to draw any conclusions from that yet. We need more data. But so far, this is looking like it's always going to be on 2 supports, 2 DPS.
Yeah.
1 tank, 1 healer.
I also think that with our current like lineup, we should still be able to solve things normally. Like it should still work even if we have like the supports on top and bottom and DPS in the middle. I don't think it should affect too much.
I think the only time it could get a bit funky if it's like all one side. If it's like me, Artoria, Azura, and Kasane.
Yeah, but then you
Yeah.
just adjust. So wouldn't you just adjust the outermost people so the top and bottom people go to the other side, and then you resolve the chain from there?
Yeah. We'd
Yeah,
do
so
the
that's
same
the
as Light
same.
Rampant and rotate.
Yeah, it's just like a
But-
slightly cursed pattern, I guess.
But I'm thinking that even if we do, if it does have the all on one side, that we can instead do a different sort of solve if it's always on 2 supports, 2 DPS.
Oh, so it fixed based on your position instead.
It's based on roll.
Oh, on roll.
Rather.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
If
Would you have to change the lineup then to force that?
I
I
think
don't know.
I had a thought about it. If it is obviously more information, if it is 1 tank, 1 healer, then we can just say like healer plants north and everyone who's attached to the healer goes south. Like,
I want more pulls first
Yeah.
before we start any testing of this
I
theory.
also,
So far, we just follow Boba's raid plan.
yeah, I'm also not keen on that solve because that means you have to look at who you're tethered to, and when there's a lot of people who are tethered to each other, it can be very confusing to look at very quickly.
Yeah, I think that looking at tethers is more multi-step process. Your position is dependent on like a chain of people,
Yeah.
which delays your movement.
I think I like Boba's. Oh, was it Boba? Whoever said always hourglass. I think that is a good consistent solve because, like, if it spawns, because that means either way, whichever way the hourglass or the bow tie is angled, it means we will always be able to solve it.
Yeah, we'll just always go the same direction, you know.
Yeah.
But the only time we wouldn't go clockwise is if it's pretty much spawned perfectly. Like the bow tie is perfect, pitch perfect, it looks like great. You just shovel into your tower.
Yeah.
I'm just
Um,
trying to visual. I can't fucking visualize. I'm trying it in Paint.
I've already got a general idea on how to solve if it is always 2 DPS, 2 supports. What we can do is, instead of our current lineup, we can have all supports on one side, all DPS on the other, and then solve it from there.
Yeah, that'll guarantee that it's always 2-2.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
just 1 second. What if it spawns like this in look at P4?
That's essentially hourglass, and we just always say
Clockwise.
always go clockwise to your
That means
tower, even
whoever's
if you take
south
one
needs
way
to go
around.
all the way to the north. Is that right?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
Oh,
Well, you
I
can go
mean,
clockwise there. You could, but that's
if you think of it this way, though, Zara, like we won't ever be on the tower because our spread positions are next to it.
Oh yeah,
So at
true.
worst, it'll be like slightly angled, which
yeah,
is
and
It's
then
still a
you
long way
see-
to go.
no. But in that case, what I say in that case is that if you turn that like a little like 30 degrees to the left, you can sort of see that it's already showing us where to go. So we don't go
Yeah.
clockwise in that situation. We just move to our closest tower.
I can't turn it 30 degrees left in my head. Hang on, I'm drawing it.
30 degrees
Turn your head.
anti-clockwise. Just
No,
tilt it just
head.
slightly.
I can't visualize. Hang
Turn
on.
your head. Turn your
Uh,
head.
bring out the paint.
Oh, but wait, but that means, well, but then it would look like this instead, right? And then it's basically solved itself already.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And then the
that's what
people on the
happened
left and
last
right
fall,
just
I'm pretty
smush
sure.
together into the middle. You don't need to turn clockwise in this situation.
Okay, so
It's
if it's
obvious,
crisscross,
yeah.
basically like use your eyes then? Like what makes kind of obvious
If
sense?
it's crisscross like this, so if it's bow tie, then you can just smush together because it solved itself. But if it's hourglass shaped, or even if it's an angled hourglass shape, then just rotate clockwise, is
Okay.
what I say.
Okay.
So I think so I had a chain last time, so I think you can look at no matter what position you're in, you can look at who's closest to you, and if you see that it is straight, you know that it's hourglass, right? So you know you're gonna have to move. But if you look next to you and you see that it's like the short line is crossed, you'll know that you can just stay where you are. I don't know how to describe it because the last pool when it was already solved, I could very easily distinguish that, oh, I don't have to move, I can just go right into the tower.
Yeah.
I have a better way to visualize it. Hold on, let me draw something. I'll just shake the character a bit. so that you
I can decipher the information if I see it, but yeah. We still have to consider that it might just spawn in a square though. That we have to still do the swap if needed.
Square's easier to solve though, right?
Square is just the right side swap, right?
Yeah. Like if it's square, we 100% know that we're all on the same page. Oh crap, did it wrong. Let's download this. Okay, let's see if I can do something like this. Can I rotate this? Damn. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. Bring up the Word document now. Not just paint anymore.
Word document?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait, but EADS solve is assuming that there's 4 towers, isn't it?
No, I posted it in chat, in P4 of chat.
I'm watching it right now. There's 4 towers.
4. Yeah, this is 4 towers.
Well, you would assume that the
You
four
just
towers
take- you just
would be
take-
the light shooting out, right?
But you can take the same principle from it.
Height. This is one.
And the only
Okay,
people who would
so-
need to swap would be like, if you use the box here, but the waymarks, the yellow and purples, there'll be 2 and B if it was an hourglass, and if it was a box, you'd use 2 and 4.
So if you're watching, so sort of like if it looks like this, right? How it's like if it looks any version of this or like this or like this, sort of, you
Yeah,
can
it
sort of tell that
solves
it's already
itself.
giving us the answer. So
Yeah.
you just go to your tower. But in the case of like something like this, let's make this one smaller now.
That's when you're saying we go
Okay.
clockwise?
We just always go clockwise. Even if it spawns like this, and it would make more sense to go counterclockwise, just to make it so it's more consistent, we just always go clockwise anyway. So even though you have to run quite a bit here, 6 seconds I think is enough to know.
It's actually not that far.
Yeah, it's not that far.
From being at like basically north, from my perspective, I could easily run to the next tower.
It's
obviously
about
closer,
15,
but-
10, 15 yards.
Yeah.
The tower, I think it touches that little circle in the middle that we
Actually, yeah,
keep talking about.
Isn't it like where our A and one-way marks are? Basically, that's the distance.
That's the outer edge of it, yeah. Like
Yeah,
you can
that's the
be
outer-
even
yeah, you go.
closer. Yeah, I'm
So-
pretty sure that's the outer edge,
Okay.
if I remember.
For now, we'll use this using eyes and going clockwise strat, if it spawns like that. But
Yeah,
after
that is.
tonight, we can have a more discussion about what we want to do. We're just going to do this for tonight.
Yeah. If it solidifies in that it's Pacific roll, then
Yeah, if it's
could probably
role-based
fix
like
it.
we think, this one, the raid plan that I did makes it so much easier
yeah, we can
because
fix it in a way.
the towers will always be fixed.
Fred,
You're no match for me.
Bloody hell.
A feeble season is nothing. Come, show me your strength.
blue stack. Spread. Fire sync.
Lightning blade.
Double lightning. Which
Only I can protect her. I'm the only one fit to protect her. You're no match for me. A feeble seal protects nothing. Come, show me your strength.
Careful.
fire save.
Light flame.
Double lightning.
Oh my god, I literally had lag spike.
Only I can protect her.
You would stoke the fires of conflict. Your blood shall freeze!
In first. J fast. get one.
Light consume you.
Who's in? Spread.
Still you resist. Then we shall unleash the light within.
It's
I won't let you. Ah! Green! Hold on, Green!
nothing not fun.
Power surges!
Thanks, man.
Nothing previously.
Green, are you alright? I am thanks to you, Gaia. John. I am Logrith, servant of Zodiac. I shall restore the power of darkness to its star. Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment. Illumination! Oh, chaotic dark! Descend and quench light!
Yellow right. Melee will be this one.
Shadows fall!
LB1 of that one? Yeah, well, it has to be.
Kill it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. One.
Her incomplete. Their memories weaken the link.
Let's just say we are on the boss's hitbox right here where I'm jumping
Impediments to our resonance
on
must
that
be expunged.
ring. Faithful wins.
Come to me, Hraesvalga.
Go. And then look at one by our compositions. Oh,
I shall
what is
weave
that?
a new
Ares is getting
dragon
backward.
song.
Battered.
mids.
Erie North, Beanie South.
Oh. Oh, the chain
Was it Ares?
exploded.
Or was it Danny?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Danny
well.
and I.
Shit. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I didn't see
Yeah,
properly.
I started going south, but then Danny was moving. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to do.
That's a double order from
How's
Reen, I
this?
think. Before Gaia even appears. I think the boss is doing double order there.
Ah, is that why Ares was getting beaten?
Oh, do I need my stance on then?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. I guess I can just turn it back on at the during the memories on cast. That's
So
fine.
this time it
Nice.
was a square.
Square. It was
That was a
3-1,
square.
but square, yeah.
Okay, it's on 2 supports, 2 DPS again this time. I think that's definitely
Consistent enough, yeah.
consistent enough for
Yeah, I
us
think
to
we can
switch our
say that's a
strats.
pattern now. So I
Then
do
I think it's probably better to line up supports DPS then.
I do like
Yeah.
the EADS idea. The reason I think this is a good strat for this is because if we line up in this diamond formation, if you guys look at the EADS video, if we line up in this diamond formation, it will be always oriented correctly for us to recognize.
So have a look at the raid plan that I posted. It's literally 2 steps. I believe if it's always on 2 DPS 2 supports and we do this sort of lineup, it will always spawn as a square. And therefore, we just have this the supports swap north south, and they'll automatically show you which towers people need to be in.
If it's always on two
Your
supports,
raid plan
that
is
should be fine.
your raid plan is basically the EADS solve, just in a different orientation.
I guess, yeah.
They would just have supports always swap.
Yep.
Yep.
But then I think the rest of the plan is the same, just people in different spots.
Is
relatively.
there a chance that the tank will be tethered to not the support, not the other support?
Probably is, but in that case we can still use the same rules, right? Go clockwise unless it's obvious, and if it's square, support swap.
If it
So
bases
far, I've
on
seen that.
lineup, it shouldn't go on to the one support shouldn't be tethered to 2 DPS.
But haven't we had it that it started in a bow tie already before?
Yeah, but I think what Boba's saying is it could look like this instead, right? Come on, Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In which case, then the same rules apply, where we just move clockwise.
Rotate clockwise. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
just do the rules that we did earlier. But what this does, the benefit of changing it like this, is that it forces 2v2 without us having to do anything. There's no adjustments needed.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
We also should figure out how the stacks
The water.
work.
Has it been one tether, one not? I haven't been
Yes,
looking at
one
it.
tether, one not, pretty consistently.
I think it's fine. I think we can still use the thing I suggested, where we sort of just after we are in our positions, I think it'll get easier once we get through it a few times. But once we're in our positions for the towers and paths of light, we can look at the water people, which are obvious because they have this giant clock on their head. And if the waters are on the same side, then the people who are baiting the path, they will swap. So each path pair, I guess, will just have to look out. If you're the path pair that has the water stack, then you just have to look at, is your water stack close to the water stack in the tower, like on the same side? And if it is, then you guys will swap after Gaia does the Spirit Taker. So that gives you a bit of time to look and to plan out, so you don't need to rush it.
Sorry, Boba, do you have that about the path pair in your raid plan?
Yeah, it should be.
What's
So,
that on?
is like, if obviously it's a
Look at
some
page 10 and 11.
Okay, so check water stack.
Yeah.
Close waters swap. Oh, so okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there
And
is there
yeah,
any
go ahead.
way it would be easier to do it just based on the party list? Like first water goes north and second water goes south?
No, we can't do that because the
Because-
water can spawn on a chain person.
Yeah.
and they don't get to decide where they go.
Oh, is there not enough time to move between?
Oh,
Well,
the
we
chains
don't
persist
know
until 2 seconds after
till
water
after
is
the
off.
water. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, until after the water.
So for
okay, yeah,
example,
okay.
if I have
Yes, yeah.
water, then I will always be top of the party list, but I could be at South Tower.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I wasn't sure if chains were already gone by the time water stacks are going out, but if it isn't, then
Okay, so find
So in-
your
Boba's solve
new
is open.
spread spots for darklit based on Kasana's raid plan. No, but you can't.
If there is enough
you can't
time-
be on the waymark. You have to be
Yeah.
in between to do the.
If there is enough time, there could be a situation where we don't even need to do the water swap, and people can just adjust to the right stack after the Spirit Taker. But it all depends on the boss timings.
Yeah.
But swapping is a bit safer in terms of movement wise. Proper
Can
swap
we-
ready to the stack.
Can we just rotate like slightly clockwise so we're all on a cardinal into cardinal? Will it affect anything?
I think it's better not to be on 1 or A, just so that it's clearer to see.
Would it be better if
Gee.
Ares is in Ares position so that he gets positionals on Reen? Because he should be facing sort of north, right? Like that? Maybe? I don't know.
I suppose it doesn't really
How do you
matter
guys feel?
where people are positioned. You just know your spot, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's what we call a true north angle.
Oh, it's out the window at this point when there's two bosses. I'm just trying to at least hit one of them.
He's just
Let's be
blindly
real.
swinging. He's not even looking.
Like that
Positionals are
last-
not that much of a DPS game.
No, they aren't not at all.
They're not even worth it.
Positionals are kind of decent DPS gain. You're losing like 200, 300 potency per GCD.
Yeah, but that
What?
seems like a him.
200, 300
problem.
potency. I'm losing 50.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's only
about
50 potency
it's only
difference.
about 50.
Oh yeah.
Why
no,
are
no, no,
your
no.
They
ones
nerfed
so piss weak?
They
Um,
nerfed positionals.
Like Gecko is
Definitely.
370, but if I hit it at a rear, it's 420.
Ares.
Holy shit.
The reason I don't like direct north and south is because it can make the shapes look like this, and then it will be slightly ambiguous which way we need to rotate. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be. It would just
Yeah.
be counterclockwise.
What if we
I
split
still
off?
think it's
Like-
better like this.
Yeah,
I
I
still think
I
it's
prefer this
better.
way.
Yeah.
It's much less ambiguous. And if it is, we always rotate clockwise.
And we are saying always support swap.
Simple
Yes.
swap, yeah.
So, okay, so let's go through the scenarios. If it spawns in a square, and it will be 2 support 2 DPS, so it will look like some kind of square, and then support swap, and then we go to the towers in a bow tie.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it already comes crossed, then we use eyes go clockwise, unless it's already solved.
If it's already a bow tie,
We just move
no
it,
swaps
right?
needed. We
Yeah.
just move into our positions. But
So-
if it's hourglass,
We rotate
we
clockwise.
use eyes and rotate clockwise.
Oh, if it's hourglass, can we just do again the E8 swap where bottom left swaps with top right,
We could do it
which would be
diagonal swap, yeah. That
like a
is-
potentially a healer and
It'll
But
be
Do
the
you want to
healer
complicate
plus
it that much?
but the
I don't know. I feel like
reason-
that doesn't complicate it though.
No, but the reason that works in the EA testing is because everyone is already in the cardinals and intercardinals, right? So it's like very obvious if it's an hourglass and if you should swap or not. Actually, in that EA test
Okay,
video,
yeah.
how come it never targets the cardinal people? It's always intercardinals
No,
only.
because it's one tank, one healer. Whichever tank gets it just stands on the intercardinal waymark, and then whichever healer gets it stands on the on the bottom left waymark.
But what if it's like... What if it's like this?
Then whoever's D2 would stand in the bottom right.
And then do the adjustment
Well,
after,
well
and then do the
adjust.
swap after.
Oh yeah, that would be way too many steps though, right? Because you'd have to shuffle to be in a square, then you'd have to have the support swap, then you'd have to move clockwise anyway.
I don't know. I feel like seeing as it's the EA to solve, I don't think it's too many steps, but
Well, the reason
I
the E8 one works is because there's two sets of towers to take. There's the individual towers, and then they got the doubles towers that the tethers have to take. So
I'd like to test out left strat first before we keep workshopping it, just to see how it flows. And if we're finding that it's like not working well, then I can understand trying to workshop it more. I don't think it's like well, in fact, isn't it easier for DPS this way because you guys don't ever have to worry about swapping? You only have to worry about either rotating clockwise or not.
I can't picture the square, and only the support swapping working. Can you tell me how that works?
If it goes into a square, so let's say it's on me, Boba, Airy, Danny. We're currently a square. Me and Boba swap. Now it's in a bow tie. Now we just shuffle clockwise.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and that's how it works.
Oh, we still want to shuffle clockwise?
Oh no, you don't.
wait, no,
need to
no, we
shuffle
we just
clockwise.
move in.
Wait,
don't-
was
we
it
just move
in
in.
a bow tie or
Just
oh, you
move
just
in.
move in? Yeah.
Yeah, we
then-
just move in.
Yeah, we just
Done.
move in.
Oh yeah, because it's a bow tie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the bow
It's
tie
only if
already,
it's
so
an
we just move
hourglass
in.
if you need to. Yeah. I just feel like this is going to be easier because, again, like the only movement for DPS is stand there and then move into the tower. It's only the sports you have to worry about swapping, then moving into tower.
Well,
And
to
everyone
keep it
has
from
to.
like being lopsided, why don't the tanks and healers stack on each other, and 2 DPS and the other 2 DPS can stack on each other?
We could actually, yeah. Because like if it's guaranteed one healer, if me and Azura stand here, then it'll always look like it'll always be these 2 points plus 2 DPS.
But then the problem is it
It's
could
hard
be
to
on
see if you're
any
a
two
chain or
of the
not.
DPS. And
The
if you
DPS
have...
wouldn't stack there, right? The DPS would have to remain spread.
We
so-
say in our line, whatever.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I feel like rather
You
than
could do
doing
it north and
that,
south then.
let's just have everyone spread out still because it's going to be a lot easier then for the supports to identify if they're a chain or if they're a protean. Because if I see left on top of me and I see a tether leading into our bodies, I'm not going to be able to move quickly enough to identify.
Yeah,
I guess it could
this
work,
this
but it's
initial
just,
spread is better instead of stacking on top of each other.
yeah, I think that there's no reason to stack on top of each other. It makes no difference. It just this makes it less confusing, less jumbled if we're spread out. But I
Okay,
would like to test it.
let's try this. Just remember this spread position, guys.
And then imagining, let's just say, as left, me and Airy get tethered and it's perfect. We're already in a bow tie. We go into our bow tie.
We just shuffle them.
And then Danny and Artoria notice that I have a stack and Artoria has a stack, so then they just
swap.
use eyes and swap. Do they swap
Yeah.
after the Path of Light or before the Path of Light?
After. We'll
After?
delay the swapping till after the Path of Light and after the Spirit Taker, so you are not doing everything at once.
I like it.
I think the order we should solve this is just 100% focus on chains and the protein baits first. As soon as protein baits go off, we need to spread, like basically in this formation, but like wherever you end up being, for Spirit Taker. And after Spirit Taker, like after Gaia jumps, Rin is gonna do a half room cleave. So that's when we need to go into our 2 stacks. So I think what we should do is the water stack people should choose the right group while dodging the half room cleave after Spirit Taker.
Oh yeah, the Spirit Taker is the spreads also just how people just step. But like if I was in this tower, I'd just go bottom right
Yes.
of the.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just fan out a little bit. So I think the best place to identify whether you're swapping or not is once you're in position for Path of Light, because you'll get there pretty quickly. It's 6 seconds before the chains become active and the Path of Light shoots out. So once you're in your position, you're gonna have like 4 or 5 seconds just standing there, and then you can just take a look around, see who has water, and then if you need to swap, just call the swap. But then you don't need to swap immediately. You just say call swap, but then you can wait like 4 or 5 seconds after Path of Light and the Spirit Taker to actually swap. But you're prepared for it. You're not just doing it instantly.
Okay, everyone just remember which waymarks you're in between. So there's only 3 outcomes here, right? Either support swaps and then solve, or it's solve for us, or clockwise.
Yeah, shuffle in. Yeah. Or we rotate, yeah. There's only 3 outcomes.
For my brain, it would be a clockwise shuffle if I was connected to both Azura. No, if I was connected to the other. Yeah, if I wasn't connected to the other DPS, right?
If you...
Just look at the shape, I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot easier
Well,
than looking.
let's just say there'll be 3 different callouts. There'll be square, there'll be clockwise, and there'll just be move in, shuffle in, something like that. So if we rotate, we'll call for rotate, and if it's just move in, we'll just say move in because it's perfect, sort of thing. Does that make sense? Or is that...
Yeah.
I think once we get this down a few times, it should come pretty fast.
I can't see shit during the mechanic because Gaia and Rina are right in front of my screen.
Get an ultra wide.
Yeah, no, actually ultra wide is actually a huge advantage. I had the same problem in top. I couldn't see anything.
Sorry, quick question. Do I keep my DPS on Ring, or do I swap over to Big Lip Lady? I can't remember her name.
Gaia.
Gaia.
I think it's my understanding that you do 2 minutes on Gaia and then you swap onto Rain and then you're on Rain for the remainder, right?
The
Okay.
problem is that our 2 minutes will be happening during darklit. I think that is why this mechanic is quite easy. We will eventually have to do our 2 minutes while doing darklit, I think. Or maybe we just hold 20 seconds and do it after darklit, I'm not sure. But for now, don't even think about doing any damage during P4. There's no reason to be PS full focus on mechanic. Spread. Blue spread. Spread. Lightning save. Double lightning.
Only I can protect her.
Oh.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
Ends.
You're no match for me. A feeble shield protects nothing. Come,
That hasn't happened in a while.
Wait, what happened?
Aggro.
Oh, my stance wasn't on. I forget to
Kaboom.
put it when I'm not used to wiping in P1.
I'm the only
Me flashbacks to tanking mines on T.
You're so brave.
Ends.
Brennan could pop in there.
A feeble shield protects nothing. Come, show me your strength.
Red stack. Ends. Fire save.
Light flame.
Double fire.
On the other side.
Really?
Wait.
Ah!
Oh my god.
I
Wait,
knew
I'm
what occurred
confused.
there. My brain didn't register that you got one.
Oh shit! Well, oh fuck.
Wait, who is wrong? Because
Was it me?
It was
Was-
probably me.
I saw Boba walk over at the end, but I don't know if he got tethered earlier. I wasn't paying attention.
No, I was sick and I, for some reason, thought I was first.
Actually, let's take a 5-minute break now and then go for the last 40 minutes.
You don't get
30 minutes, whatever. Oh my god, I can't visualize. Can someone tell me what happens if Beanie and Boba swaps in this formation? Like, I tried drawing it out in paint,
what
but I can't do
formation?
it. In
It turns
In this
into a bot.
situation, Beanie and Boba shouldn't swap.
no, but
It's a
what happens if
rotate.
they swap?
It's the same thing. Nothing
It
happens.
just-
It's the same pattern. Just me and
Wait,
Beanie are just
Really?
in
It
position.
stays in Hourglass?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck? Okay. How can
Yeah,
it
so
swap
that
and
one
it
we-
becomes an Hourglass? That's crazy.
It'll be diagonal if we want to swap. So it'd be me and Samurai, me and Ares, or Beanie and Picto.
Oh my god. This mechanic
Yeah,
is
so in
not...
this case, we can either do rotate or we do a diagonal swap. Both work.
We'll just stick with our original plan of rotating, and then we can think about what's better later.
Yeah, we'll think about what works with the stacks later.
I feel like what we have is fine. I think the only thing that would change it is if we need a healer to plant
Check food.
if there's too much damage going out.
Everything seems to be close by anyway, so I think having healers plant.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
I
It's
don't
not that
think
useful
healing
right
will
now.
be
We're-
that bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We're quite close in,
Spread.
so all our abilities can reach everyone, even those short ones.
You're no match for me. A feeble shield protects nothing.
Did it there again?
Come, show me your strength.
Stop. Blue stack. Nice. Lightning save.
Light blade.
Double fire.
A feeble shield protects nothing. Have at you. Only I can protect her.
Tales. You would stoke the fires of conflict. Your blood shall freeze. Cleave.
blue.
The light shall usher in peace.
Lagging?
In stillness freeze.
Good. It's gone. There's no third portal on my screen. That's fucked up.
Reap. Darkness be gone.
Get one.
Light consume you.
Using
Darkness be gone.
S.
Still you resist. Then we shall unleash the light within.
It's
No, I won't let you. She won't last much longer. Hold on, Reed. My power surges.
yeah. Did we check if that works? It does. Okay.
If it didn't, that would have been really apologetic.
That's fine. Good to figure out early.
Green, are you alright? I am, thanks to you, Gaia. Neutron.
Left, I'm gonna try keeping my stance on throughout the whole phase.
Yep, sounds good.
Just let me know if I need to. Well, I'll choke you after the take class, obviously, and then just hope if you need to.
I shall restore the power of darkness to the star. Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Look away. Ox. But you have to join this time because she can jump to you.
Yeah, that was my bad. It's a bit slow there.
Illumination! How chaotic dark! Descend and quench light!
Red right. Red right.
Shadows fall!
Yeah, this damage check is super free if we don't die or take damage then. Very nice. Okay, 1. Oh shoot, wings.
Aries.
No, that was me.
I
We're
saw
all
Aries
sheep.
like standing
Yeah,
outside.
because it's because we went to Azura.
On the ring. Oh wait, it's random. Okay.
Could it be furthest from us?
To our resonance
Don't know,
must
but
be
it doesn't matter.
Quickly,
Damage,
everybody run!
remember guys, damage doesn't matter. It's just the mechanic.
come to me, Haste
Like I'm literally not pressing anything right now. Go. Look at 1, the new positions. And mids.
I shall weave a new dragon song.
Oh, new position. Oh shit, where am I supposed to be? Supposed to be down.
Clockwise, clockwise.
Clockwise.
And bait.
Fate's path.
Beautiful.
We're swapping.
The will signal.
Spirit taker.
Spirit taker.
Spirit.
Spirit taker.
Okay. Oh, what was that?
I think
Oh,
he
too far maybe.
off.
Too far.
Wait,
First
too
chain
far?
maybe.
Hang on,
Maybe.
hang on. That's important if true. Oh, it is. It is. Look. It is also too. Oh, I hate this.
Too great or too small?
Oh my god. That's okay though, because then we just move around a fixed floor pattern.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yep.
Wait, what do you mean?
So like we look for the pattern on the floor, and you have to stay at that point. So it'll be well. I mean, you could even just use the waymarks, right? If the waymarks are, kind of the farthest that we want to go, we don't want to go past the waymarks. You would just not go behind the waymarks. A spirit taker. Oh
Oh.
wait, is there enough room though to spread 8 people around
That's what I'm.
a
That's
circle?
that's why I'm a little worried about that.
Like between waymarks?
The protein bait players, they just move all the way to the edge to give the
Oh, of course,
tether
yeah,
players the most.
yeah. That makes total sense.
And yeah, you can see at the end there, Shiva was doing. East side of the room was unsafe, while Guy was jumping.
Wait.
So
But hang on, to move. Oh, it probably is okay. There's probably enough time, right? Because I'm just thinking, like, what if you're the person all the way on this side for the spirit taker, then you have to run all the
Swapping?
way here.
yeah, you
for
will have
the
to do
stack.
something like that, like maybe a
You
gap
need to,
closer or
yeah,
something.
you sprint there. Yeah.
I think for
It'll
Spirit
probably
Taker
be
we all
that.
sprint anyway.
It'll probably be similar to M4S sort of spreads, where we have whoever's on the far left goes just middle
Which mechanic?
and uses.
Which do you mean?
Oh, do you,
Oh,
you
never
mean
mind.
Electro Edge too?
Never mind it, because the spirit taker happens before then. Never mind.
Yeah. We have to spread in a circular formation before we know which side is safe. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
That's okay.
go
We
there
can just
again.
have the Protean people go out there. That works.
So tower
That's true.
people just move out slightly,
You
Like,
just move
it's
the into
in-
cards, right?
east and west. Yeah, so like let's say the tower is here, right? And like I was here just now, I would move like this, like to the west slightly instead of, because I went like this, but instead of that,
Yeah.
I can just do like
Um,
this. The
How
sides.
big is the spread? Because wouldn't if we just all stood in between each waymark, wouldn't that fit?
I
think we
still
can because-
to this day don't know how big Spirit Taker is.
That's like me to Kasane is pretty spread.
So the Spirit Taker
That's
is
yeah, that's far enough. I
it's
reckon.
like the far side of each waymark. So it's like if I'm standing here, the other person can stand like here.
So
That's my
maybe we
understanding
do
from
in
April.
between waymark, but the Protean people just sprint out a little more.
Be slightly out far. Yeah, that would
I think
work.
that works.
So it makes,
So
like,
I'd be like here, and Kasane would be a little bit to the left, and then
Yeah, and the Proteans get out.
It'll be like a oval shape. So then I'll stand like more like here.
Okay.
If I was one of the paths, instead of here, I'll be like back here a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, if you're tower, you just stand between the waymark. If you're Protean, you stand slightly back.
And just a reminder, make sure to wait till after the Spirit Taker before you swap.
Sorry, Boba.
I saw you running towards me. I'm like, oh, gotta book it, gotta book it.
Alright, let's get there again.
Cardio.
What? Oh yeah, cardio.
Oh shit, need that happen.
How do you keep swapping it to yourself?
That's because if you have nothing targeted, it just goes on yourself. It's annoying. Spread.
A feeble shield protects nothing. Show me your strength.
Red spread. X. Fire sink.
Light blade.
Lightning fire.
A feeble shield protects nothing. How about you? Only I can protect her.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict. Your blood shall freeze.
Out. Red.
The light shall usher in peace. Sink into silence. Darkness be gone.
Get one.
Light consume you.
Okay, now.
Oh, fuck. It's my turn.
Darkness be gone.
Actually, on that death, I always see it. People like standing in the AoE to, I guess, to help the person not get excluded from the stack. I think we should just like stand the side and then just like expect the person to get there. Because it always makes me like nervous we're not gonna get it.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
I agree.
Use sprint if you're a puddle person.
Move your legs. Hop to it.
Yeah, exactly.
But what if I need it for a later mechanic?
You don't.
But what if I do?
You don't though.
But what if I do?
But I'm telling you that you don't.
But you
But-
thought about this. What if I do?
You need it for intermission?
Snow.
Yes.
Shut up. You're insufferable.
Yellow.
Yellow spread.
I need to get to my crystal somehow.
Fire say.
There he is.
I knew that was gonna freaking happen.
Bubble fire. Bubble fire.
A feeble steel protects nothing. How about you?
We need to send.
Only I can
Right,
protect
you
her.
first?
Sending.
We'll need tank 2 minutes at the end here too.
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict.
But our intermission should be fine, I think.
We'll see if we take 60
Blood
seconds.
shall freeze.
Yellow.
The light shall usher in peace. In stillness freeze. Darkness be gone.
X. Get one.
Light consume you.
Who's in?
Darkness be gone.
Spread. Yeah, we need tanks to sing. To 20.
I think so.
Still you resist. Then we shall unleash the light within.
Mids.
No,
Nice.
Oh, chill.
won't let you.
Did you use your thing?
Nope.
Yeah.
Did you use yours?
Yeah, I had to use mine.
Oh, boo.
That's fine.
Okay, the ranged players can.
Yeah, I can target more crystals.
My power surges.
Something there that does like 7% of the crystal's HP. What is that? It's
When in
crazy.
doubt, it's airy.
I am thanks to you, Gaia.
Although-
Is it my Madara?
Just a Moogle taking a fat dump on the boss.
Could also be the cactus.
I am Logriff, servant of
If it
Zodiac.
doesn't cactus, what?
I shall restore the power of darkness to the stars.
That's,
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Look away. Hot. 2 minutes.
Succumb to the darkness. Illumination. Oh, chaotic dark. Descend and
We have to
Oh no,
read
no, no. Both different.
yellow right. Yellow right. That done it? Male and LB.
shadows fall.
Is everything now.
It's over.
Yeah.
Shield.
Okay, I mean
Well,
today
that's good
was
prog tonight.
much better. We need to keep that going and then we'll get good P4 prog in.
We're 3 hours tomorrow. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Oh.
So make sure everyone's like rested before raid tomorrow.
What is all this stuff? How do you catch people on 4K and catch people on OnlyFans or whatever?
You can do /EM to do a custom
Yeah,
emote.
you can like make your own emotes.
Didn't have caught on OnlyFans. It was an actual emote.
No, I was like, why are you doing that?
I think the way we are doing darklit chains of is pretty optimized, I think. If anyone has like suggestion on how to make it even better, feel free to write in P4 later, but I think it's already quite good.
I think when we see the mechanic in its fullest, then we can make decisions on what needs to be adjusted. But I think what we have cooking is good for now.
Chain seem fine. The spread seems fine. I guess you just need to see it with the half room cleave afterwards to make sure everyone can get from the spread to the half room.
I still feel like the spreads can be optimized to be a bit easier to think about, because I don't really like having to look at where the spread is for the chains and then.
Which part do you mean, sorry?
Wait, what?
So for the stack, sorry, we've currently got it so that if you are non-chain stack, you need to look where the chain stack is, if they're north or south, and adjust based on that.
There's a lot of time though. I feel like once you get in your spirit taker
Personally
position,
feel like
it's pretty easy just to glance over and see who has the giant clock on their head.
I personally feel like we can adjust how we do our chains to make it even easier for the stack players to sort out which side they go.
The only way to do that would be you'd have to somehow find a way to force the water chain to be in a specific position.
Yeah, it's too complicated because water can go on any support, right? But then that support may not get the chain. Wait, no, it's been 2 DPS water before, hasn't it?
Yeah, it can be. I think it's random, but
it's random.
It's always one chain, one not
Water
chain.
is always random.
Yeah.
I think
we can make it so that it's easier to identify. I just don't know how yet, though.
Well, remember, there's like we can see who's getting the stack marker during darklit class, right? So we can probably use. There's probably a reason for that. We can probably use.
Yeah, there's. We'll probably think about it. and see if there's a way to do it. It'll probably be that try to manipulate the waters once you see the stack markers come out.
Like, it might even be something like, if we see, like, a stack on one side, like both on support or both on DPS, then we can say something like, oh, that's north and south water, and if one of them gets a chain, then we adjust based on that, but that seems a little too hard to keep track of.
I actually think I might have a solve. Let me cook it a bit more though.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go rest, I'm so tired.
See you guys. Bye bye.
See you guys
Bye.
tomorrow.
Hey guys.